the importance of taking photos when you have issues with guests that are not truthful. So fast forward. All right, share with you, we had a guest that had the storm windows open, and they were complaining about being cold. And they, went and adjusted the thermostat on AC instead of turning it on heat, and never bringing any of that to our attention until the checkout. And so they wanted a discount. We uploaded all the information. Airbnb didn't give them a discount because they didn't properly acknowledge any of these issues with a photo and a request for assistance until after they checked out. But there's more to the story. Airbnb deactivated my listing because of this guest complaint. And I'm like, wait a minute. So what ended up happening is the guest every guest does a review, and this guest wasn't happy about the discount not being applied, so they gave us a 1 out of 5. I'm like, oh my God. And there's several categories. They said that our bathroom wasn't clean, false. They said that our communication wasn't good, false. They said that we had a broken thermostat, false. So all of these things are totally false. So I know Airbnb was going to deactivate my listing. And I just replied to the false allegations. And so literally Airbnb is on the phone with me telling me that, well, all you can do is reply. I said in a nutshell, look, anybody can say anything about everything, but that don't mean it's accurate. When you guys do this investigation, you gotta actually assess, is what's being said accurate? And if you didn't feel that their story was accurate enough to give them a refund, why do you feel that their story should the issue for us guys is we don't want a 1. We don't want a 1 on our review. So again, I'm here to give you game. What you do is when someone gives you a terrible review like that, you got to do 2 things. Number 1 is you got to do a rebuttal, because that review is going to stay with you forever. And unfortunately, you got to kill that listing and create another listing. Why? Is because that listing will no longer be on the top couple pages because of that 1 negative review. Now, some people might argue with me and tell me that they do it differently. You do it differently. I've learned and I've lived through this experience long enough. Anytime I've had a wayward or a difficult guest that gives me a review that's less than, occasionally I'll get a 3, whatever. But typically I live in 5s. So, we have a 4.8 out of 5 stars across all of the business that we've done. And anytime we've had an anomaly like this, the only thing that gets that listing back on page 1 is to kill the listing and start afresh. All right, folks. I hope I gave you some knowledge. Keep rocking with me on the journey. Blessings, everybody.